What is up? Oh, what the hell? Hi. I don't know what's going on. Are you excited about the new SpongeBob SquarePants Magic the Gathering cards, guys? God, that hat looks amazing. I honestly have no idea what I need to do. Taking 2 weeks off throws you off. She's technically only 1 week off.
The woman before
Monday. Track down your gun. Keep looking. Maybe someone else knows. I feel like I've talked to everyone I can about it. Oh wait, no, it was bought. It was. I sold to the pawn shop. Someone bought it, so it's out there somewhere. Keep asking Joyce about reality or return later. She'll be here whenever you need that info. Sing karaoke. I need to find that cassette. Explore the whirlings, secret passages. Find a way into the secret passage. There's a strange door in the world. No one knows where it leads. Find a way in and see what's hidden there in the hostile cafeteria's forgotten corners. But what happens if I run out of time? Can I run out of time? Is that even a thing? Who made the call? The crime? This might take some time. Send victim's body to processing. Check twice to see whether you're done with all the corpse-related tasks after you've sent the body away. Okay, I need to go. Next time he's asleep, when we go to bed, I need to go steal those boots. I have enough. Track down your badge. It's unclear how you should go about finding a tiny piece of plastic in a world. So you just maybe you'll just stumble across it down the line. Miracles happen. Put the clothes in the jar. Ask Kuno if he knows anything. Sure, I'm a glutton for punishment. Let's go talk to Kuno.
Does Kuno care? Fucking right, fuck no pig.
lying the act. He's actually telling the truth, or at least 0.00001% of it. He has a little speed. He's just not giving it to you. You need to befriend him first.
The fuck about it?
Where's the rest of his armor?
Kuno doesn't give a shit about the armor.
How come?
Kuno's fuck gimp's got one big thing wrong with him. He's a fucking mutant.
A mutant?
Look at him. Fucking growth hormone shit. He's a giant. The armor's too big for any man. Kuno doesn't give a shit about that freak armor. Kuno threw that shit away.
What do you mean threw it away?
Kuno tried to get the helmet on. It was too big.
He performs a kick-off on the imaginary helmet.
Kuno kicked that shit in the sea, rugby style. That shit means nothing to Kuno.
You threw it in the sea?
Yeah, that shit means nothing to Kuno. Kuno doesn't give a shit about material shit. Kuno's a fucking monk.
He's trying a little too hard to say he doesn't care.
You wanna fuck on someone about that armor? Go fuck the mustached union fuck. The jolly troubadour shit at the gate.
What do you mean, troubadour?
Yeah, cock in boot. You know that jolly union cow fucker? Came around talking about cows or some shit? Came around pretending like he cares about cows?
Yes, you met him at the gates. The one with the boots and the jolly smile.
You mean Mañana?
Yeah, he's the one you want to talk to. He's fucking crazy about that armor shit. Coming here pretending like he likes cows. Trying to catch a peep at Kuno's armor.
Curious, my liege. Why did Kuno feed you this information?
And you're telling me this out of the kindness of your heart, Kuno?
Yeah, Kuno's doing charity today. Kuno Day. Kuno feels sorry for you two loser pigs. Kuno's doing pity now.
Still, seems suspicious. He may have it in for that guy. Or you may be paranoid. That is also a possibility, sire.
Yes. There are contusions all over the body. Did you do that?
Fuck are you talking about? What is this contusion shit?
He grabs his head like it started suddenly hurting.
He says you're stupid, Kuno. They want to make you stupid again.
Contusion is a brain. I'm talking about the marks, your stones left on the corpse. I hate words too. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. You're stupid. Let's back up. I hate words too.
Words are fucking shit. Make you stupid. Kuno's got his own words now. Kuno words.
Has Kuno been to some kind of school? Probably a school for children with behavioral difficulties.
Better not mention it.
How is that better? At least get back to the corpse then.
There are contusions.
He says you're stupid, Kuno.
Words.
Has Kuno
I have
been to some
behavioral
kind of school?
difficulties too.
Watch out, Kuno. He's trying to relate to you.
Kuno doesn't give a shit about your handicap. Get a wheelchair or something. Kuno doesn't care.
I hate this kid so much.
Fuck.
He says you're stupid, Kuno.
Condition is
They wanna
worse.
make you stupid
Talking about the marks
again.
or stones left.
Oh, did Kuno make your shit sniffing harder? Obstruction of shit sniffing. This is Kuno's kingdom. Kuno fucking rules here.
He is kind of funny at times though.
You hear the lieutenant hum.
Kuno's.
He's trying to hide the fact that he doesn't know.
So you don't know anything?
Kuno knows all kinds of shit. Kuno's not a snitch. That's all. Trying to make the Kuno sing into the popo phone.
Do you know how it got up there?
Probably climbed. Kuno was busy down the road when that shit went down.
So you didn't see anything?
You heard Kuno. Kuno wasn't even in Martinez. Kuno wasn't in Revachol. Kuno wasn't regional.
The city's too large for him to have left. But he wasn't here either.
You didn't
So
really
where
leave the
was
city.
he?
Where were you?
Told you, pig bacon. Kuno doesn't do regional. Kuno's been to places you wouldn't dream of. Fucking Mesk. Or, I don't know, some other place. Night City. Kuno was in fucking
yeah,
Night
his-
City.
His imaginary land.
There is no Night City anywhere. That sounds like the name of a city in some pulp science fiction novel.
Where is Night City?
Kuno gives this info out on a need-to-know basis. And you don't need to know. Kuno didn't smoke the gimp, if that's what you meant.
Thanks, Kuno. That's one name you can now cross off the list.
Have you seen anyone
Just a
suspicious?
couple of pigs sniffing around in the dirt. That seems pretty fucking suspicious.
Yeah, you tell the faggoty, Kuno.
Still, it's so weird. Like that doesn't get censored, but any other case does.
You're
Get lost.
Literally. I have some more questions about the crime scene.
Yeah? The kingdom of Kuno? The fuck do you want with it?
The dead man's clothes were in the trash. How did they get there?
Yeah, Kuno doesn't know shit about that. That shit is beneath Kuno.
Right about something. I need to know. It could be a lead in the investigation. Someone may have tampered with the murder scene.
Listen. Kuno doesn't care about this small-time shit. Just listen. Kuno saw what you did there, dumpster diving. Sad shit. Kuno could hook you up with some sweet rags. Shit like Kuno's wearing. Your size, good price. 500 real.
You'd have to be blind not to notice the giant white letters F-A-L-N running down his trouser leg.
Wait, I asked you what happened to his clothes. You must have seen them lay around. Right, and tell me what's so great about these pants.
Pig, these are found modulars. Liquid fit, performance crotch, urban survival shit. Made in Mirova by scientists. Pants scientists. Believe it, you need this shit.
Pants scientists.
These could drastically improve your chances of survival in the urban wilderness. Coach Physical Instrument endorses these pants. They are tartan ready. They will also make you into an idiot.
Wait, I asked you what happened to it. Might be interesting. Let's talk about this later.
Alright, Pickle, shit's rolling.
His face lights up.
Don't do business with the pig, Kuno. He's gonna steal all your money, Kuno.
As you can see, Kuno and C don't trust you. Can't do business without trust.
There's more to his distrust than being a pig. He feels threatened by something obscure in you. What that is, however, remains a puzzle for now.
There was a mug in the trash.
The fuck? a mug in the trash. Is this about the fucking clothes again?
Yes, does this racist mug have anything to do with it?
Yeah, Kuno sees where this is going. Kuno's got that fast brain. You saying you pigs are after the mug fucker, 'cause he's the clothes fucker?
Wait, what? Mug fucker, clothes fucker.
I can't hear you, Kuno. Speak louder, Kuno.
Shit, that's tense. Someone's going to the beat-down basement, huh? Mug guy gonna get tied to the radiator. Kuno doesn't know who put that shit in there. And if he did, he wouldn't squeal. But if you find out, maybe you can...
Tell the Kuno who it was. He's curious. He likes putting 2 and 2 together.
Stop turning into a pig, Kuno. They're trying to get you hooked on the snitching. Get away from my Kuno.
Yeah? Get your bacon shit away. Kuno doesn't like to be seen with the popo. Get your shit done and out of Kuno's face.
The ladder, ever climb it?
Look at that fucking shit. You're trying to get Kuno killed.
So, would you say the ladder is unclimbable?
Fuck does Kuno know? Kuno's not a fucking acrobat.
You don't need to be an acrobat to climb a ladder.
The lieutenant takes a quick note in his notebook.
It's a trap, Kuno. Don't climb it, Kuno.
What's in the greenhouse over there?
Don't know. Kiptas gardener used to work there.
Kipt is a pejorative term used to describe people of South Seminese or Areopagite descent. It used to be a common first name among the Areopagites of Ilmara. Not so much anymore.
Hold on, the gardener used to work there?
Yeah, that's what Kuno said. She couldn't handle the heat, so she took off. Kuno can take it. Shit's nothing to Kuno.
He fills his lungs with the rancid air. His eyes get a little watery. The gardener, she's actually not a gardener. Turns out she's a union fixer.
The fuck does this have to do with the Kuno? Kuno doesn't give a shit who she is.
Maybe you should. Kuno, there's a stack of Eternite back there.
That's just some shit roofing gimps left behind. Lazy dinks.
What?
He's hiding something.
Shit, some gimps left behind. Sounds legitimate. Are you hiding something?
Pig, if Kuno was hiding something, it would be hidden.
He says with exaggerated confidence.
But it is not hidden, is it, sire? You picked up on it. You should examine the pile of roofing material again.
The fuck? A mug in the trash? Is this about the fucking clothes again?
Yes, does this adequate depiction of South Sumerian man have anything to do with it?
Yeah, Kuno sees where this is going. Kuno's got that fast brain. You saying you pigs are after the mug fucker, 'cause he's the clothes fucker?
I can't hear you, Kuno. Speak louder, Kuno.
That's exactly what I'm saying, Kuno. Someone has tampered with a crime scene. Clean some of it up.
Shit, that's tense. Someone's going to the beat. Kuno doesn't know who...
Tell the Kuno who it was. He's curious.
Stop turning into a...
Yeah? Get your bit. The fuck? A
This is
mug in the
quaint,
trash. Is this
better
about the
not
fucking
taken
clothes
out
again?
of its historical context mug have anything to do with it.
Yeah, Kuno sees where this is going.
I can't hear you.
Shit,
They all
Kuno
seem to be
doesn't-
going the
Tell
same
the
way,
Ku-
unfortunately.
Yeah? Get the fuck?
Actually,
A mug in
talking
the
about
trash.
this makes me
Is
uncomfortable.
this about
Let's
the
back
fucking...
up.
Yeah, back out of this shit with Kuno.
Back out and take your fat ass with you.
You have a fat ass. The ladder ever climb up?
Look at that fuck does...
The lieutenant.
It's a trap,
Kuno,
Kuno.
there's a
that's
stack
just-
of
He's
Eternite.
hiding something. Of course, sire. Better not anger the Kuno with this silliness.
Yeah, whatever. Kuno doesn't give a shit.
Kuno talks to you.
Kuno doesn't...
What were we gonna go look into? Oh, the building material? This?
An inconspicuous pile of the roofing material, Eternite.
72?
Because there's
Okay.
a secret door hidden behind the panels of Eternite. That's why they're too orderly.
Pull the panels aside.
There it is. You see a shabby little door.
Continue.
What is this then? A tool shed? Let's investigate.
Was he trying to be British there? A silver plate with traces of bone yellow powder.
Amphetamine. Sweet amphetamine. Maybe this Kuno kid knows where to find more. The lieutenant isn't studying the powder in the mirror. He's studying you.
I am very normal and can be trusted with amphetamines.
There's a good vague way to ask where he stands on drug use. Professionally, I mean.
I wasn't thinking about taking it, I swear. I was thinking about justice. I heard amphetamines make you a really good detective. Are you a really good detective? Someone has taken narcotics here. Perhaps the police should interfere.
Perhaps not. This is below our pay grade, detective. However,
He points to the ladder in the corner.
see that ladder there? It's probably another way into the industrial harbor, no? A secret path the local kids use.
So he won't be bothered if I be a very good detective then? Poster says, get out of the way or get fucked up. Woohoo! 40 cents. An empty tube of magnesium supplement. A magnesium supplement you rub on your chest to live a happy, magnesium-rich life. Cured pig's head. Looks mummified. Can I take that? Not from down here, I don't think. Doorway is going to collapse soon. Restoration pillars. Restoration pillars keep the ruin together. Any sense? Postcard Grand, Coron 37. Are these postcards important in some way? Nose a Fed. Money. More money. Hey, I almost have 2 nights covered. Go around? No?
Yes?
Nothing new? There's a sexy dark mystery twist here. Wasn't, Manana up here? Try clicking the cloak again?
Looks like someone left his tarpaulin cloak hanging on the railing here. When the wind ruffles the cloak, you can most definitely see a white rectangle on its back.
You son of a gun, it's a cop's cloak.
Yes, it's probably yours. It
God
bears
damn
the RCM insignia, and you have a habit of being careless with your equipment.
He judges the drop.
You could probably make the jump. You look like you've done some track and field in your day.
God damn it. Look around.
The wind is aggressive up here. The lieutenant looks at the enormous crane towering in the distance over the container yard. That machine is a Kvalsund 1020 HK.
Kvalsund 1020 HK point to the crane.
Is it? Kvalsund makes a lot of heavy equipment, but this is phenomenal, even for them. But I digress. We were focusing on your cloak here.
He looks at the sad piece of fabric flapping in the wind. What exactly are we doing up
I
here?
was under the impression we are on our way to meet the king of this castle under siege, Evrard, one of the people we are interviewing. This way we may be able to get around his henchmen. Or it could be that we are just exploring.
He looks around, wind rustling his hair. Do you think that cloak is mine? Should I go for it? Jump?
The cloak? I do think it's yours, yes. as to whether you should go for it?
He looks over the ledge at the cold pavement below.
Well, it doesn't seem too dangerous. 2 meter stops. Whenever you're ready to do it, I'll be right behind you.
The cloak looks like a bag of goodies floating in the wind. Who knows what its pockets may hide?
Yeah, not right now.
The tarpaulin cloak with possible RCM markings is still caught on the railing. Nope, no. That's still too high. What were you thinking? You're not a gymnast. You're a boxer. And you've climbed way too high up there.
Continue.
You could have died there. Shit, 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 shit. I'm failing you. This wasn't part of our deal.
Hey, hey! What happened?
He sounds genuinely worried. I'm alright, Kim. I just can't do it right
I
now.
understand. We can always come back when you are feeling better.
If I load, could it possibly be different, or is it like it's already determined?
The tarpaulin cloak with possible RCM markings is
That
still
looked
caught
bad, right?
on the railing. Nope, no. That's still too high. What were you thinking? You're not a gymnast. You're a boxer. And you've climbed way too high up there. Despair creeps into you.
Oh, I was
It's
like, I was
fat
watching to see if the
boldness.
health would run out, and like, no, it was just sitting there.
The tarpaulin cloak with possible RCM markings
I
is
don't-
still
I
caught
don't think it's
on
gonna
the
work.
railing. Nope.
17's not that bad. But it would take 6 more tries. Did you use math to figure
The
that out?
tarpaulin cloak with possible RCM
Ah!
markings is still caught on the railing.
I feel like this is kind of cheesing it.
As you leap in the air, a chilly breeze engulfs you, sharpening your senses.
Close your eyes, let your senses continue the voyage through the salty air.
As the concrete floor welcomes you, you realize it's been a while since you felt so alive, alert, capable. Must be the adrenaline.
Hell yeah! My climbing might not have been as disco as your jump, but can we still get an ace's high?
With your feet firmly planted on the concrete, the noise of the harbor rushes back in.
It was worth it to hear him say hell yeah, and also not have to commit racism. I hope he appreciates that I didn't commit to racism. What is my jacket now? +1 Esprit de Corps. Isn't being game racist again? No, I'm just being Los racist. Ho ho! Know thy neighborhood. Oh, that does look pretty fucking cool though. What's that one? This one looks like I'm gonna fight in the World War, Civil War.
Yes?
Nothing. Collecting rainwater. Ooh, ooh. I'm just walking around with a trash bag of empty bottles. Please take me seriously. Numerous empty bottles of Commodore Red and potent Pilsner. At least 3 packs worth of cigarette butts. I feel like I should go through that door first. What the fuck am I? Radio is emitting strange buzzing sounds. Giant ass print on the pillow and a pattern of coffee rings on the armrest. Someone is habitually chilling next to the radio.
An imposing combination of a punch clock and a payphone is looking down at you from the wall. A note on the side says, "Tokens unavailable due to strike."
Book La Fumée, Volume 1, Number 4. Standard office file cabinet. The drawers seem to be locked.
On second glance, someone has forgotten to properly close one of the drawers.
It's unfortunate for the Union to just leave their paperwork lying around like this.
I like the way you think, Kim. Open the drawer.
The drawer opens smoothly. Inside is a well-organized selection of
Oh shit,
brown
it's already
folders.
5:30. Browse through the
Hundreds
folders.
of documents containing logistical data. Two kinds of transactions stand out. Materials coming into Revachol from the outside world, from Muindi, Grad, and even Ilmara, and the same materials being handed over to companies inside Revachol. Kuron, Coal City, La Delta, and Jamrock are listed among the many districts where the imports are being sold.
Anything interesting?
It's hard to make sense of this thicket of company names, dates, quantities, and percentages. You try to focus, but the lines are getting blurry.
I know. Force yourself to go through the folders.
Look how blurry all the lines on these papers are. How unwieldy your own willpower is to yourself. You're like an absurdist Samaran monk, focusing through not focusing. Hermeneutics was almost within your grasp, but now only vague letters float before your eyes. Less meaningful, but aesthetically more pleasing.
If I let my eyes go completely out of focus, all shapes start melting into each other. Could I actually focus through not focusing?
You're a police officer, not a spiritual healer. You can focus the normal way by turning your attention to something and not letting go.
If I let my...
Is that what you're doing with those folders over there?
No, of course
Good.
not.
This is probably not relevant to our case anyway. After all, we are not investigating an accounting mystery.
Force yourself.
Whatever's hidden here is hidden well. Concentration isn't enough. Only a trained accountant with a background in logistics would be able to really make sense of it. However, there is a little handwritten note stuck on the side of the drawer.
Look at the note.
It appears to be a to-do list written in large, uneven capital letters. Remember, Leo, Everart's shoes, special whirling borscht, water Everart's plants, sweep office floor, more banners. All items on the list have been crossed out and the note itself is crumpled.
Turn to Lieutenant. Look, Kim. A to-do list with a list of errands for Everard.
Everard Clare, probably. The head of the Debarders Union. One of his aides must have left it. Nothing incriminating here.
The special borscht seems a bit odd in the list.
Take another look at the note.
Remember, Leo, Everart's shoes, special whirling borscht, water Everart's plants, sweep office floor, more banners. All items on the list have been crossed out and the note
Close
the
the
drawer slides shut.
Someone left the coffee machine on. Oh god, it's gonna get all burnt and awful. What's this? Postcard. Magnesium. Neat office shades. +1 visual calculus. -1 drama. I really enjoy drama though. This is a Dewey typewriter. The model name is on the back. Every worker equals members of the board is written on top of the flyers. And at the bottom, the union logo and demand democracy. Door is locked and cannot be opened from this side without a pass card. Did you have no choice but to talk to the union? Wait, is that?
The already familiar the machine swallows your coin and seems to be waiting for your next move.
Oh. Let your muscle memory dial a random number.
It's unclear whether you actually have muscle memory. Right now, your finger is just drawing vaguely occult patterns in the air.
Useful patterns?
Undoubtedly, no.
I might try this again
Sure,
later.
why not? Muscle memory is a tricky thing.
Do I not get my coin back? The card I stole doesn't work here? That doesn't mean anything to me.
This is the Night Watchman's booth. The name on the door reads, René Arnaud. Listen, it's okay to take a few minutes to yourself. Sit down and have a breather.
So this is where Renee works. I'm gonna look around. Search.
If you must. But please hurry. We are pretty easy to spot up here.
Nothing incriminating catches your eye. The cabinets are clean and their sparse contents meticulously organized. There's a framed photograph on the table.
Take the photo.
It's a black and white photo of a young couple out in a street fair. The man, René, is dressed in a Royal Carabinier uniform. The girl is young and very pretty. She is smiling playfully at the camera.
Why did you take that picture of René?
Wait, is Renee not who I think it is? I'm gonna ask him about it.
You're really interested in that old soldier. Not sure I understand your fascination, but sure. As long as it doesn't take up a whole lot of time.
I don't know. Have a seat.
The
rest.
chair is not as austere as the rest of the booth. A thin grey pillow is attached
Did
to
my
the seat,
Xbox just turn on?
secured to the stiles by black ribbons.
I think there was a little chime. I'm pretty sure that was my Xbox. What the fuck? Search for a little something to help you
The
out.
drawers are empty, save for old timesheets and receipts. One small box, however, does hold some cheap painkillers. They are slightly out of date.
Would you mind if I helped myself to some meds?
I'm not here to tell you what to do, detective.
Read the side effects.
Oh boy, where to start? Elevated risk of dementia, mini strokes, prophet's disease, sudden death, hair death, erectile malfunction, critical flatulence, watery blood, black mucus, uncontrollable weeping, increased sensitivity to La Opera, inoperable joint disorder, total spinal collapse. Don't think about that. Quick, think about something else.
Disco, mirror balls, kick-ass moves, boogie beat.
The imagined dazzle of light overwhelms any list of potential side effects. Any negative thoughts are drowned out by the fantastic blast of disco. You take the painkillers. They are yours now.
Get up.
You stand and exit the booth. This is the night.
Oh, I don't think I can even go. Okay. We'll go down here then. I'm at. Oh. All around you, great machines in quiescence. White pine trees are printed on the screen covering. Looks like a forest under snow. I was worried about going to the control panel. Ooh. Money. You see faded industrial lettering on the platform. Kvalsund. Shipyard ahead is oddly quiet. Great machines are sleeping.
A rusting control panel with several knobs. 2 buttons marked Marsh and Arret are faded with use. It seems to control the large crane above. A container is attached to its hook block. Marsh. On. Arret. Off with a loud grind. The crane shifts overhead, moving a massive metal container through the air.
We're gonna get caught. Hold on. Okay. Hold on, cat stuff. Okay, hopefully he doesn't cause problems.
And, with a surprisingly quiet thunk, the crane places the container down. The harbor sleeps as the strike rages in the distance. The crane can rest again, now that its purpose has been fulfilled.
Its purpose? What do you mean?
Moving this container, of course. For this purpose it was built. For this purpose it has acted. And now it will rest.
I can't see how that was worth the wreckers, except for seeing the crane in action, which I admit was satisfying.
Leave. Can we open it? Yes, we can.
Before you stands a cargo container, just one of many in the yard.
Lieutenant, I think there's something special about this container.
Is this like your thing with that wall again?
Maybe. I can't tell. I think we should investigate further. Which wall?
You do? Because I don't.
Why not?
There are a million containers here.
Hey.
Why are you fixating on this one?
It was hanging from the crane. I don't know, Kim. It's just feelings. But maybe there's contraband in there.
There may very well be, but we are not here to look for that. We are not here to interact with containers. We are here to interview the Union boss.
Knock on the
No
door.
reply. The knock produces a hollow ring of metal. Doesn't sound like there's anything inside the container.
Open the
You
door.
attempt to turn the handle, to no avail. The doors seem to be mechanically locked. To your left, the lieutenant considers your actions with some puzzlement.
Persuade the door to open. Been in the world for 2 days. Nothing more to do here for now. I get worried when I feel like I'm disappointing him. He's the only person in this world who's being good to me, so I gotta show him some appreciation. Speaker tower is silent. There is no work to organize in the yard below. Roy? Which one is Roy? The musk of oil and rust comes from the chasm in front of you. Smells like blood. Follow me. Industrial-sized thermos smells like burnt coffee. Oh shit, it didn't. Didn't mean to do that. Hi?
Container, container, I'll turn you nice and red. Container, container, put the logos on.
The lyrics to this container song are being made up as he goes along. The accent is so thick, it's impossible not to notice he's Ubi, from the vanishing peninsula of Ubisunt on Muindi.
Container, container, used to be Wild Pines. Container, container, now belongs to Everard.
Tiny Man is so engaged in his work he doesn't notice you. Do not interrupt this little man in his joyous activity.
Everard, 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 he looks after everyone. Huh? Well, hey there. How can I help you, mister? I see you are not a union man, mister. Did you get lost? You're not one of them scabs, are you?
What is it with you people and scabs?
I mean, I don't personally mind. Folks is just folks, you know, and folks gotta eat. Just some of the other guys don't look too kindly on the scabbing kind, if you know what I mean, mister.
You're Ubi, right?
Oh, yes. Born and raised in Irish, mister. Mum had to leave my dad after he got a bit violent. Took us here to the new world. I was about 10 then. Too old to lose my accent then. People say us Ubis are up to all sorts of trouble with sheep and other animals and whatnot. I just want you to know there was never any of that where I come from. No, sir. Those are just nasty rumors.
That's odd to have brought up.
Thank you for clarifying that, sir.
What are you doing with the containers?
Oh, I'm just making some covers for them containers here. Yes, I am. Yes, I am. So it's easier for the crane operators to spot them.
He waves at the containers towering behind him. What's going on here? Look at the mountains of containers rising behind him.
Everything is
What
so
the fuck?
pretty and red. You and Leo look like brothers as you glance around with similar childlike wonder.
Wow, red is so much prettier than drab old green.
Sure is, mister. Sure is. Really livens up the place. Yes, it does. Yes, it does.
I got say 5 art cop lines.
I had to break this bonding moment, but the red containers mean they are replacing the company livery with the union livery, which means this strike isn't gonna stop anytime soon.
Where is everyone? The harbor is empty.
Oh, most of the guys are down at the gates, keeping the scabs from coming in. We're on a strike. The whole union is. You don't have to work when you're on strike. Ha! We haven't worked for 2 months now.
So no one is working?
Not everyone is down there, of course. Mr. Everard is in his office, where he always is. And Jean-Luc is guarding the gate. But Titus and his boys got into some drunken trouble and Everard sent them on a nice vacation. For a week or so.
He stops, but seems eager to tell you. What trouble did Titus and his friends get into?
Oh, I'm not really supposed to talk about that. That's union business.
Wait, don't bite the microphone cord, please. Ow, what just fell? Oh, my wallet. It's kind of important. Wait, where am I? Where am I? There I am.
Him and his boys stirred up something in town. Probably drank too much and got into a fight or something. I heard Mr. Everett telling them to take some time off.
But what did they actually do?
I guess the boys got a bit too rowdy and had to let out some steam. I don't really know the details. That's just how boys are, you know. I haven't been in a fight since I was in middle school.
Easy, Leo. Let's keep this on the hard ease.
Keep this on the Hardies.
Look at him. It's not going to be anything useful anyway. Don't fight it. Better to go with the flow.
Too rowdy, Leo. What kind of fight did they get into? Did they kill the mercenary? Let's hear about this fight you got into.
I remember I was the runt of the class. The bigger boys always used to pick on me. You see, I had a bit of a temper back in the day. Flew off the handle like nobody's business. But Mr. Everett and his brother always came to help. Once they beat old Noel Becker so bad he needed stitches on his head. Noel never started another fight with anyone after this. Mr. Everett and Mr. Edgar are real nice guys, mister. You should go talk to Mr. Everett. I'm sure you'll be good friends. He's friends with everyone around here.
Do you work here?
Yes, yes. Everybody needs a job, and this is mine. I'm Leonard, by the way. Leonard Bellick. But everyone calls me Leo.
Ah! Hold on. Cat doing cat things here. Okay, please lay down. Okay. Little man raises his hand in a welcome. Come on. Raises his hand in a welcoming gesture.
I'm like Mr. Everett's right-hand man when Mr. Edgar is out of town, and Mr. Edgar's right-hand man when Mr. Everett is away. Actually, Miss Beaufort is the right-hand man, but she's a lady.
A good-hearted chuckle again.
Who is this, Miss Beaufort?
The lieutenant looks up at
A
Leo.
real pretty lady with a skin like those Douai Sucre candy bars my missus likes so much. Them are real nice to suckle on once the dinner is done and me and the missus sit down beside the radio. But I can't listen to the radio all the time. There's so much to do around here and I'm always busy keeping things running here. Yes I am, yes I am.
Hold on, who's this Miss Beaufort you mentioned? I think you're doing a great job around here, Leo.
Yes, this place really seems to run like clockwork. Keep it up, Leo.
The lieutenant smiles at the little man.
Well, thanks a lot. Coming from you, it means a lot, really.
You didn't think it was possible, but the smile becomes even wider.
Sometimes I feel some of the guys don't really get how much I bust my ass for them here. But you guys are alright.
We're getting him on our side.
Yes, yeah. I'm like, actually, Miss
Who is this?
a real pretty, but I can't listen to poor Lizzie. She is a real sharp tool. Mr. Everett put her through some fancy school and everything, east of the river. 4 years she was gone, and when she came back, she was all fancy and lawyerly.
He respects that word. That's obvious.
But she's a real nice girl. Grew up in this here neighborhood. Knows everybody and gets along with everyone. Real pillar of the community one day, I'm sure. If me missus and me was to have a child, I'd be real happy if she turned out like her. But she can't have kids. Dr. Lemaitre said so. And she knows about such things. Been a doctor for almost 50 years she has.
He sighs and falls silent, watching you meekly with his blue eyes.
Law school? Could she be talking about the union fixer, aka the gardener?
Okay, so is this the union fixer, the gardener?
Looks like it.
I'm not sure what a fixer is, but she is a real nice girl. Smart as a whip too.
Little guy smiles a disarming smile at you.
Telling the gardener you know her name might throw her off. Perhaps something to consider later.
Are you the Leo who wrote the note to make more banners?
Oh yes, yes. I leave all kinds of notes for myself. That old head of mine ain't so good at keeping things in no more. I almost forgot about the borscht.
What was that about the borscht?
Oh yes, I've been taking special whirling borscht to the men every day since the strike started.
Little guy chuckles merrily.
It's very, very good. Makes a man feel so warm and happy. I feel like I could take on Mr. Renadan's boar dogs every time the lunch is done.
Isn't borscht cold? What do you mean taking this soup to the men? Is it for striking?
Yes, yes. I'm taking it to them. The borscht keeps them happy and in fighting spirits. Makes you all warm inside. They brew it in the whirling in rags.
Hold up, who makes it at the whirling?
Oh, the whirling's cook. He makes it. Them is always talking with Mr. Manana in that weird language and laughing together. He doesn't speak what we speak. He's from Grad.
Something is off about this borscht. I'm going to look into it.
Oh, sure, mister. Sure.
He didn't actually understand what you meant, and now he's just nodding along.
What's in that container over there? Point to the container suspended from the crane arm.
Oh, that one. That should be empty as far as I know. Lots of containers here have nothing in them. They're just waiting to be loaded up.
Told you.
Okay, listen here, you little bitch. Kim. I'm looking for the leader of the dock workers union.
Oh, you want Mr. Everard then? He's an awfully nice fellow, he is. Him and his brother are both nice fellows. They've lived their entire lives in this here neighborhood.
He coughs, then continues immediately.
Guys like Mr. Everard and Mr. Edgar, his brother, are real good guys. Made Martinez what it is today. Mr. Everard and Mr. Edgar and I went to the same school we did when we were boys.
Easy now, Leo. I just want to know where I can find this man.
Oh, Mr. Everard is where he always is. In his office, of course.
Okay, I'm off.
Bye-bye now.
The banner sags under the weight of rain and snow. White waves on red. The coffee in the giant's thermoses is still lukewarm. Who's Luke? A stair made of pallets leading up. Taxidermy fish tells time. Does it sing though?
Before you is a walrus of a man seated behind a large desk. He looks up from his work, not the least bit surprised to see you.
He looks like the shitty video game CEO from Smiling Friends. Ow! Why are you biting me? Now you want to leave, huh? A jerk. Boss fight?
With great effort, he straightens himself up in his chair, yet says nothing. He simply stares at you, with a mixture of expectation and impatience, well bottled.
You're in charge of Doc Worsley. Let's get straight to business. There's been a murder.
Welcome, Mr. Dubois, Mr. Kitsuragi. It's good of you two to stop by. Please, have a seat.
He knows my name? I don't even know my name.
I'm Everard Clare, head of the Debarders Union here in Martinez.
Man relaxes into his chair and continues.
I'd offer you my hand, but unfortunately my health prevents me from getting up. You understand?
Fat ass.
He looks extremely comfortable. The tiny folding chair, on the other hand, looks like a torture device.
You go ahead, detective.
Lieutenant nods at you in the chair.
Whatever he has in store for you, it can't be good, he thinks. I'll do my best. Forget about that. What's with this Dubois stuff? You're getting some seriously bad vibes from that name.
I'd rather Sandra. Why are you calling me Mr. Dubois?
Please, Mr. Dubois, let us converse in a civilized manner, as equals. Take a seat. I insist.
It's nothing. Yes, that's probably right. It's nothing. Forget about it. Filter it out.
I don't sit. It's kind of my thing.
Very well, Mr. Dubois. I respect a man with strong convictions.
The Doobie Doors Union? As he nods, his multiple chins move like ocean waves.
I, too, have convictions. One of which is that I will not engage with any man who won't face me at eye level. Should you find yourself more amenable in the future, I'd gladly resume our conversation. But until then, I'm afraid I must ask you to leave.
You're no Titan affiliation, buddy. He's got you in a fork. Sit down or leave.
Take a seat.
Excellent, Mr. Dubois. I can see that you're a reasonable man, and reasonable men can be of great use to one another.
Try to wink back. Oh, he gives you a sly wink. Damn, this chair is uncomfortable.
So tell me, how can the head of the Debarders Union help a representative of the Revachol Citizens Militia today?
The chair you're sitting on has got to be the most uncomfortable chair in the world. It's violating your backside.
Oh, by the way, I heard you got a rather rude reception from a certain Lawrence Gart. Some people have no manners, it pains me to say. This should take care of that nonsense.
He points to a giant novelty check on his desk. It's absolutely comically huge.
It should be sufficient to cover your expenses for a few days and patch over your differences with a cafeteria manager. Go ahead, take it.
Points to it again.
Wow, that's 25 real. That's good money. You need it.
You can take that comically large check and shove it up your ass. Keep it, I'm good. Thank you, Everard. Wait, you know Gart?
Yes, I know Lawrence. He's a real character. No union man in him. A real piece of work, that boy is.
With a grin, he points to the checker game. It's like you're on a game show. At least don't thank him for it.
Take it, but don't say anything.
Is there anything you'd like to say to me? Or...
No, it's cool. You've got integrity.
Cool? I wouldn't go that far. I'm sure there are cooler things than delivering a comically oversized novelty check to a cafeteria manager. But, sure, if that's what's cool nowadays.
I won't play your game, gross man.
Now, I'd like to set your mind at ease about one other matter. Your lost gun. Let me assure you, Union people are on it as we speak. I've got my best hounds looking for that lost gun.
His slug-like lips move, but all you hear is an echo. Lost gun, lost gun, lost gun. The world is swallowed by a black hole of fear. Only 2 words escape its gravitational pull. Lost and gun. When he said, "Don't worry," he actually meant, be very worried.
I don't think he's actually on my side. How do you know? But I'm not worried. I got this.
Are you all right, Harry? You say you got this, but you seem a little anxious to me. Don't be. Everything's going to be all right. It's not like you left it loaded. You didn't lose a loaded gun. Local children aren't out there playing with it right now, pointing it into their own mouths. It's in a safe place. I just know it. I have a feeling everything's going to be all right.
It was loaded. There were 2 bullets in it. You always keep at least 2 barrels loaded.
Kim, I don't think I'm gonna get that one. This chair is killing you.
God, you're sweating. Your knee is jerking. You're about to cry, aren't you? You're about to cry because you lost your gun and those children are gonna shoot themselves with it.
Yeah, but what children? I mean, like, is it Kuno and his girlfriend? Like, then there's nothing to cry about. So what? Men can cry too. I have a feeling if I do that, it's not going to end well. No, I'm not about to cry. Try to stay cool.
Mr. Dubois, you don't look so good.
What is this, Mr. Dubois? He keeps repeating. What is he trying to pull here? You need to cool the fuck down. Chill.
Mr. Dubois! Mr. Dubois! Harry!
The large man snaps his fingers, but to no effect. You're in some stupor. Keep sliding down the chair like a jello shot. There are no Harrys. Let your mind go to your safe place.
Mr. Dubois, are you okay? Can I get you a glass of water or something? Are you having some kind of medical emergency?
Kim, please help me.
Maybe you could use your hands somehow, in a kind of throw-in motion, like you're throwing that Mr. Dubois act right back at him. He's Mr. Dubois.
Oh yeah, man, I'm fucking great. Keep sliding. Nah, I'm as good as it gets, Mr. Dubois. Vaguely gesture your hands above your head. Actually, if the chair is uncomfortable, I could use that glass of water. Sit up tight. Oh yeah, man, I'm fucking great.
Don't be dramatic. I can see your condition isn't terminal.
What an odd demonstration of... you got me, Harry. I don't even know what. As entertaining as it was, I'm afraid we're wasting our time. And I'm an extremely busy man, as I'm sure you are too.
Okay, enough. We are here to ask you some questions pertaining to a murder investigation.
Quick, here's your window. Get yourself together and ask him questions. Police officer questions.
You call me Mr. Dubois. What? Congrats, you lived. Oh, is that finally it? I'm looking into your shady brew.
I don't know what that means, Harry. Shady brew? There are so many moving parts in my operation, I can't keep track of them all. You know what? Don't even tell me. Whatever it is, do it. Surprise me. Just one thing. If you can, make it even shadier.
He sincerely has no idea what you were talking about. And he doesn't care either.
Let's talk about my lost gun.
Yes, your lost gun. My best men are on it. They're turning every stone, searching every playground, asking kids, grandmas, everyone. Your gun will be found, Harry. Let me assure you of that. It's just a matter of time and effort.
The only way to find it seems to be working with him. He might even be holding your gun hostage.
Well, could he really be holding my gun hostage? Wait. The gun may have been bought from Roy's pawn shop. Have you ever men factored that in? I will not be blackmailed with this gun business. I don't care about my gun. Keep it. Does that mean if I do things for you, I get my gun back?
Who knows? Only one thing is certain. If you work with him, you're going to get it back. And working with him might be the only way to do it.
Does that mean if I do things for you, I get my gun
Damn
back?
it, Harry. That's exactly what it means. I'm only kidding, of course.
Of course. I understand. We help you, you help us.
Call me Mr. Dubois. Why?
Of course. Let us dispatch with the formalities. You call me Everard, I call you Harry.
That's what the hanged corpse called you. Harry.
So that's really my name?
My God, so it's true. I didn't want to believe it, but you are a fantastic science fiction amnesiac cop, aren't you? What are the odds of that?
He shrugged with an amazed expression. What are the odds of that?
I think the odds of that are very low.
It might be a good idea to hide your confusion. I mean, see what his game is first.
My memory's fine. I'm just testing you.
So good to hear that, Harry. Apparently, my sources were wrong. However, if you did have a spot of memory trouble, I could help you out with my big fat folder.
Words flow like a river of honey from his lips.
Can we just kill him?
I guess word has already reached him. No matter. No harm done. It's just a brown folder. You can't make out what's written on it.
Are you trying to tell me you've gotten hold of some of our documents?
Lieutenant inspects Everard over his spectacles.
Mr. Kitsuragi, would you mind? Me and Harry are talking about his lost identity right now.
Don't just jump to the folder. That's not smart. Shows you're on the edge. Do some probing first.
Have another look at the folder.
As you look at the folder, Everard covers it with his hand and pets it. He's hiding it from you because it's not a real RCM folder. It's just another one of those brown folders you saw in the file cabinet.
It's not an RCM folder.
Okay, Harry, you got me. This is from the Census Bureau, not the RCM. Those Census Bureau people are absolutely corrupt. You should do something about them.
He got the name from the Census Bureau, and everything else from your actions here in Martinez.
Yes, Mr. Kitsuragi from the Census Bureau. Like I said, now I'm actually a very busy man. So is there anything else I can do for you, Harry?
I won't stand for this disrespect of Kim.
That means he doesn't really know anything about you. A pity. The mystery of you will have to remain a mystery for the time being.
So the Census Bureau says my name is Harry Dubois.
Yes, that's what I said. Try to keep up, okay? Let's move on.
Told the union is involved with the local drug trade.
What? Harry, how could you say that to me? You know I appreciate a joke as much as any jolly fat guy, but I can't take slander. Are you actually investigating this?
The reaction appears to be sincere, but it's impossible to tell with this guy, honestly.
No comment.
Harry, you wound me, Harry, in the heart. But I trust you to put this to bed. Do what you must, and let's change the subject, shall we?
He's hiding his real reaction beneath courtesy.
Thank you for your understanding. We will continue to do what we must.
You too, Lieutenant. You know, I like you, but you never were my favorite. I'm a Harry guy. I'm Team Harry.
None taken. Did we have anything else to do here, Harry?
Aren't you gonna ask me how I got in?
Harry, honestly, I'm just relieved you didn't get a hernia. A man your age.
Man, my age? What are you implying? I'm at the peak of my... Look, fat ass, you can't say shit about me. I too am surprised by the resilience and athleticism of this tool I've been provided. But it's gonna break down any moment now. Enough wackiness. I'm at the peak of my abilities.
Yes, Harry. You are obviously in peak physical condition, and I salute both your initiative and your physical prowess. Very impressive, Harry. Very impressive. Anyway, I assure you, I am a very well-informed man. Information reaches me before I even get the chance to request it.
I want to talk about the hanging.
Oh, of course. That's your main thing here. That's why you're in Martinez. I know everything that goes on around here, and I would love to help, like I'm helping you with your lost gun. I mean, it's no secret that the lynching is connected to the strike. So much to talk about. Honestly, it's been weighing on me so heavily. I understand you need to interview me.
I sense there's a but.
But there's a thing that's been keeping me up at night. I want to talk about the hanging. I mean, if we could just calmly talk, exchange information, we could blow this thing wide open.
Yes, that sounds good. Let's do that.
But I can't think straight with this thing weighing on me. You're police officers, aren't you? I have a crazy idea. You guys are basically door-opening machines. Incredibly talented at opening doors.
I've opened a few doors. Kim, is this true? Are we door opening machines?
I'm not sure I understand. If you're asking us to break down someone's door, it's not going to happen.
Come now. I just need you to go open a little door for me and leave it unlocked. A simple thing. Absolutely nothing shady about it.
An excellent opportunity presents itself, sire. You could win the trust of the arch-liar, pretend to play into his hand. Then, should you wish, bend his efforts towards your own.
Why didn't you just open it yourself?
Harry, I'm a very busy man, and more importantly, I don't have that extraordinary physique you do. You look like you could run around all day.
You want to send someone a message that the police are working for you.
I repeat, I'm a very, very busy man, Mr. Kitsuragi, and therefore I must occasionally enlist outside help. So what will it be, Harry?
Whose door?
Oh, no one's. It's just a weasel. A weasel lives there. Nothing for you to worry about.
What do you mean by a weasel?
A loud blabbering weasel. When weasels feel no one is watching, they start acting foolishly. Just go there, unlock the door, and leave it open. It's been such a burden on me, Harry. I just want this to be over so I can discuss business with you.
But you don't even know anything about the hanging.
Harry, my dear friend, I am what people call a local bigwig. I know everything that goes on in Martinez.
Can't accept this
Of
thing.
course, Harry, I understand. But if that's the case, I don't think we'll ever find your gun. Even worse, we won't be able to speak like equals about the murder. Perhaps this was just bad timing for you. Know that you can always come back to me. I really hope you do. For your sake, my sake, and for your gun's sake too.
Yes, we both understand what you meant.
This may be the only way, he thinks. I won't hold it against you. In fact, we probably should reconsider later.
Considering options, perhaps it will help. Wait,
A fantastic change of heart, Harry. Go talk to Manana down by the gates. He'll brief you and give you the key.
And just like that, it's happening. The roller coaster is moving. Too late to take it back now.
Just open one little door. You don't need to go in or anything. I just want that weasel to come home and see the unlocked door. That's it. Anything else we should discuss?
I met Joyce, the company
Oh,
representative.
that's very nice. I haven't gotten around to her yet. I'm very, very busy, you see. I hope you're getting along. One thing I want to make very clear, Harry, is that this is not some kind of union versus corporation situation. Everyone is just pals here. We're all trying to do what's best for Martinez. Don't feel like you can't cooperate with her because you and I are such good friends and I'm helping you find your lost gun.
What happened
I'm
to-
not a jealous guy.
Joyce seems to think the union is lowballing her.
Yes, yes. Low balling, of course. This isn't a casino, Harry. Real people, real livelihoods are at stake here. But everything's a casino for those rich types.
His expression makes it clear. This is childish and irresponsible behavior.
Joyce said the previous union leader vanished under suspicious circumstances.
Vanished? Harry, the woman left her casserole in the oven and couldn't make it here in time for the voting. Oh, did I leave my casserole on? Better go home and check. The election can wait. When she got back, the whole thing was over.
I don't think that's what actually happened.
Wait, there was no mention of a casserole from Joyce.
Funny, Joyce didn't mention any casserole.
Harry, Harry, Harry. Do not fixate on this little matter. Maybe it was a rabbit stew, or a hairdryer, or an iron. The point is, her heart wasn't in it. Mine was.
This particular brand of humor he has, it makes for a fine distraction.
What happened to the previous negotiator?
What do you mean, Harry? Nothing. I let him go.
He made concessions for the company in previous negotiations. Why would you let an ally like that go?
He's an old man, Harry. I wanted him to spend more time with his family. God knows how long he's got left.
You called him a midget?
Harry! I have little people in my organization. I would never call someone a midget. What is this? Honestly, I'm beginning to think you're a midget, Harry. I'm only kidding, Harry. You're not a midget. No one is. We're pals.
I don't know. We're not pals. Why haven't you let her in to see you?
If she actually wants to see me, she will find a way. Any good negotiator would. And I just don't have anything to discuss with a bad negotiator.
Okay, let's talk about something else.
Of course, Harry. Let me just assure you one more time. It's perfectly okay to share anything we discuss here with this Joyce. This is a completely transparent organization.
I really don't think we actually are.
I have no interest in what she is doing, but I myself have nothing to hide. Your business is your business, and I respect your privacy. Just remember, none of this is secret. Tell her about all of it. My brother's picture, my singing swordfish clock. Tell her how overweight I am and how I'm helping you find your lost gun. Tell her about everything. Evrart doesn't mind.
It does sing.
It is rather interesting to tell people things about each other, isn't it? It was nice telling him about her right now.
What's in the container that's outside your office?
My dear Harry, there are literally millions of containers in this harbor. I couldn't possibly remember what's in all of them.
There's something special about it. It was attached to the Kvalsund crane.
Harry, you smooth-talking son of a bitch. Time is a precious resource, and I don't have enough of it to count containers with you.
Smooth talking. Maybe that's the way to go about opening the container. You should at least try convincing it.
Yeah, I'll go talk to it. I mean, I guess it's worked in the past. Everett, I'm going to leave now, but we might talk again later.
Wait. You need this to get in and out through the gate.
Thanks. I was wondering how. Great. Wouldn't want to get stuck in here.
Here, you're one of us now. A real red and white union man. Take care, Harry.
Yes?
I feel like we need to talk about what just happened. I feel like we made some questionable choices there. Mainly me. But yeah, let's go try talking.
You're back before the cargo container. Its drawer, despite the dirt that surrounds and trails you, a beacon of light emerges from deep within you.
3%. Hello, is there anybody in there?
The door stands silent.
Satisfied, detective?
Try again.
If there's someone in there, I'd like to talk to you.
Just like that, you hear a click, then a rattle. Some mechanism unlocks itself inside the door.
Ahoy! Come on in!
You can't be serious.
The smile disappears. Composite eye of hologram light watches you, emitting a low buzz. What?
Yes?
What am I missing? Do I need... Oh, shit. I need a flashlight?
Yes?
Oh, wait, is that a person there? Ah!
The man stands at the far far end of the shipping container. It's hard to say anything more about him. You cannot make out any of his details, but you do feel the overwhelming presence of capital.
Can I have money?
The feeling causes all the hairs on your body to stand at attention, like soldiers preparing for review. Something's amiss. The light beams bend around his face and scatter in 1,000 directions. It seems the laws of physics do not apply here. They are suspended, distorted, and echo. Trying to visualize the physics at play is liable to give you an aneurysm. Don't think about it too hard. In the general stillness, only your tongue moves, flickering as you utter.
Hello?
Welcome. Come in. Make yourself at home. Sorry, I'm not better able to receive you. I wasn't expecting visitors today.
You can't hear him exactly, yet you're able to understand every word he says. It is very strange. An overwhelming hum covers everything. Voice doesn't escape from him.
Now, what can I do for you, gentlemen?
Who are you?
Who am I? Oh, I haven't been asked that question for such a long time. I don't meet a lot of people outside my circle these days. Anyhow, my name is Rustam Theodore, investor, license holder, and extremely high net worth individual. And you are?
Mr. Diodor, I am Lieutenant Kim Kitsuragi of the RCM, and this is my partner.
My name is Harry, and I'm a detective.
Pleasure to meet you, Harry. Public service is a noble cause.
How did you become so rich?
Oh Lord, not this again.
What's the matter, Kim?
Oh, nothing. It's just that we've got this murder to solve, and yet you go around asking everyone about money. And every time I ask, are you sure this is related to the case, you say, sure, Kim, I think it is. And yet, it never seems to get us any closer to solving the case.
Okay, but maybe this time.
It's quite alright. I'm used to the question by now. To be blunt, I inherited my fortune from my grandmother, who herself was an extremely high net worth individual back in Grad.
Kim is not a hustle grinder. He really needs to get on that. I can't be the only one trying to make us money. Or myself money.
All I did was take her fortune and invest it prudently. Believe it or not, it takes more than a bit of skill not to blow a vast fortune on sailing boats, bad choices, and unsupervised state policy.
What's it like being an extremely high net worth individual?
I gotta tell you, at first, being rich is a lot of work. You've got to work hard because everything's so darn expensive. You know, prices increase exponentially at this income level. But then, once you've reached my position, it's nearly impossible for me not to make money. My assets are so diversified that I'm bound to come out ahead no matter what. Some of my lower net worth friends say to me, but doesn't that take all the fun out of it? And I tell them, not really.
You're right, capital accumulation is its own reward.
Precisely, Harry. You know, I hear people talk sometimes about economic equality and fairness and all that kind of stuff. But tell me, where would we be without liberalism? In caves, whacking each other with bones.
Is he just like the spirit of capitalism or something? That would suck.
A nightmare scenario, a world of slavery and violence. Which brings us back to the essential truth of modernism. Where we are right now, The freedom of mankind can only be derived from the free flow of capital.
Man, being high net worth individual sounds great.
It is truly. It's almost entirely carefree. It really leaves you time to better yourself spiritually.
Hey! All this talk about money has made you lose the thread. What is going on with the light in this place? That's what you need to ask him about.
There's something strange about you.
What do you mean?
Well, I don't know how to put it. You look somehow a little different.
Are you talking about my chin?
No, I mean, I can't even see you. It's as if something is happening to the light.
Oh, that's what you mean. Yes, I've heard of this effect, though I've never witnessed it myself, of course. It has something to do with our Weiss-Wiesemann coefficient.
The Weiss-Wiesemann coefficient is a ratio designed to reflect the difference in net worth between individuals. When the coefficient is close to 1, or 100%, it means one person possesses all the net worth. Among that group of individuals, it's been observed that when the Weiss-Wiesemann coefficient reaches about 0.96 or so, the laws of physics begin to bend around the high net worth individual.
Are you telling me that you are so rich the light literally bends around your face?
Among other things. But calm down. I am but a lowly single-digit billionaire.
Really?
No, not really. There are actually quite many digits.
Kim, are you seeing this weird stuff?
I see nothing of the sort. To be frank, all I see is a gentleman who is unusually well dressed for Martinez, in a cargo container, which I admit is odd.
Yes, I imagine that does look strange to you. My container.
What are you doing in this container?
Traveling. This is a great way to get around. It's fun, it's safe, and it gives me lots of time to think. By the way, let me now ask you a question. Where are we exactly?
In the very, very early days of colonizing this archipelago, the kingdom of Surens, a precursor of a modern Sur-le-Clay, used to own the city of Revachol, an obscure detail in the bigger picture, but still worth dropping.
I mean, he did have nice rims to sell, so at least there was that. Better than I have. We're in Revachol, formerly a colony of Kingdom of Cernes. He didn't have the time. He didn't have to take a bribe to be able to pay rent. I didn't take a bribe. A nice lady gave me money. I don't know what you're talking about. We're in Martinez. It's a pretty good hostel here called the Whirling in Rags. We're in Martinez. It's a creepy abandoned commercial area here.
A fellow history buff. I myself am currently reading up on Franco-Nigerian era trains. Very interesting stuff. It's a shame I can't get out and explore myself. One of the downsides of being an extremely high net worth individual is that mobs of low net worth individuals are constantly banding together to ask for money.
Wait, why don't you help them? You've got so much money it can't make a difference to you.
There simply aren't enough hours a day to hand out all the handouts. It's like feeding seagulls. There are always more, and they never seem to do anything interesting with it, except more seagulls. Spending money is a matter of desire. I'm sure you agree. I don't have the desire for spending it like that.
So you travel from place to place via a shipping container?
Smart, no? It also provides a means to hide from all the targeted advertising we extremely high net worth individuals are constantly subjected to. The luxury yachts, high-fidelity portable radio systems, fail-proof outerwear, and so on. It just gets a bit middle class after a while. A bit bourgeois.
Ah, so you're saying being rich isn't worth the hassle. Yon, those sound pretty tiresome. Those things all sound pretty nice.
Don't get me wrong. They're nice things. But once you achieve a certain level of wealth, your time and mental space become much more important than material goods.
So you're saying being rich isn't worth the hassle?
What? No, I did not say that at all. Being rich is great. Just don't tell anyone I told you that.
You're a rich investor, right? Can I have some money?
Could you please stop asking everyone for money? It does not reflect well on the RCM, and to be perfectly frank, we can't afford to look worse than we already do.
Well, if they gave me more money, I wouldn't have to do this. But Kim, I also can't afford to look any better than I do now. That's why I need money.
It's perfectly alright. Based on your appearance, I can tell I'm dealing with a smart man. As you may know, us high net worth individuals do not have a lot of cash on hand. Investments and liquidity are enemies of one another. I think I only have coins for coffee machines. Here is 3 real. How much can you get for this?
Costs me almost nothing. Thank you for your kindness. You sure you don't have more? I thought you were a billionaire.
Yes, I'm sure. You know,
His eyes narrow. The light seems to bend more aggressively.
maybe you can make that money grow. Come up with an investment plan. How's that sound?
Present a sound. -2 art degree youth list. Present a sound. Present a sound investment plan.
If business planning were really your strong suit, you probably wouldn't be a cop.
Okay, I've got this idea for a board game. You should invest in the RCM board game.
Go on.
Brace yourselves with a very high concept.
I'm ready.
It's a pen and paper game where people all over the world can play with each other using radios.
Hold on. Have we met before?
I don't think so.
Yeah, on second thought, it couldn't have been you. Your idea reminds me of a group of young men who came to me a long time ago, calling themselves Fortress Accident. The name should have been a red flag. They pitched me and a handful of other investors on an idea for a role-playing game that would, in their words, change the world.
What happened?
Well, at first everything was rosy. The ideas were solid, but they were lacking in... How do I put it? They lacked the will to get things done. As their financial situation became more desperate, their ideas devolved from realistic to absolute insanity. We lost all of our money. High art types never deliver. They're only good for peddling Welkins or whatever creeps they come up with.
I guess the inordinate amount of time they put into drawing mythical creatures did not generate a return on investment.
Wait, where are they now?
Nobody knows for sure, but the place can't be pretty.
Did you try to salvage the project somehow?
Sadly, when we got there, it was too late. The concept had run out of steam. Only dust remained. What I want to tell you is this. It's a very bad idea. Dead in the water. You seem like a reasonable man, but that is not a reasonable plan.
Are you sure you don't want to give those little Welkins a second go?
Absolutely not.
We should get back to our investigation. Thank you for your time.
Why go so soon? I feel we've so much more to talk about. Ah, well, until next time.
believe I only got $3 for this. That didn't do anything. I am. That's why I need your donations. Should have been better at making a good misplan, or worse at making a bad one. Look, I have an art degree. What do you expect? Can I get past the racist guy now?
The unpromising race pupil.
I'm not. I'm even more poor. I don't even have a popular. Well, hey, me neither. Me neither. Neither.
So, how'd you like our harbor?
You've been in there, he means. Talked to the boss man too, probably.
Labor utopia was nice enough.
It's but a rest area on the path leading across open plains. Right. You talk to the boss, eye to eye, like men of the plain. If you have any more questions, I'm set to talk.
Kuno told me you were supposed to know about the armor.
The little boy had the good on his promise.
His promise.
To get me into trouble. To sick the pigs on me. Pardon the choice of words. Not mine.
Tens of dollars a month. Dude! I get like... Hold on. Let's see. Let's go check my email. Tens, yeah. I recently got a deposit from Twitch. Let's see. Twitch. How often do these come out? Twitch payout. Frankly, I don't know if I'm even making 10 a month. October. $57 in October. $57 in May. May is what, the 5th? About $11, $12 a month. May. Sure looks like I've been making good money this year, because then the last one was not until December. $53 back in December. $50 back in July. $49 back in February. I am making a whole 10 a month. I can almost buy a video game with that money. For just 30 cents a day, you can feed a hungry Mugi. I really don't need much, guys. I am very okay with Hot Pockets. I will let you borrow 10 if you let me borrow 20. Pickle Rick. Funniest shit I've ever seen, guys. Funniest... Oh my god. Oregon Trail. Movie. What are next, guys? What are next? Oh, we're 45. Okay, we still got some time.
What happened?
I was asked to look into that armor situation. Official Union probe, you know. Track it down, see who took it.
Did you?
At first I thought, why not? Maybe the pieces can feed the strike. Buy us a few more days under the sun, you know? So I went to this boy. He said he'll make me his prison bitch. He's got eyes everywhere, the cops in his pocket, and he's the king of Jamrock. Serves me right for doing menial footwork. I dropped that probe right then and there, and it still got me into trouble. One bad move is all it takes.
So Kuno used us to what? Scare you? The probe into the armor? What did you learn?
I learned that people don't want to talk to a drunk Union man about some armor.
What else?
Maybe don't be drunk.
Not much. Technical stuff mostly.
So
That
Kuno,
was the interesting part.
Kuno used us to what, scare you?
It's a minor nuisance. It's all good.
Contemplates taking a swig from his flask. What sort of technical stuff?
I did some research into this armadura. Let's say I have friends at the library. I didn't get into the material science, just how it comes off.
How does it come off?
In parts. 4 in total. The helmet was the first to go. The kid says he tore it off and kicked it into the sea. I believe him. The boots were still on the guy last I saw. Too hard to remove. So, as I count, there are 2 parts missing. The gauntlets and the cuirass. This is where I left off. Too much hassle. More like a job for some militia.
Hold up, 4 pieces. Helmet, cuirass, gauntlets, boots. What about the leggings?
Oh, they're just gone. They don't exist anymore, if they ever did at all. Forget about them. I did.
I'm going to find one piece of it. One is enough. I'm ambitious. I'm going to find all the pieces. I may have better things to do.
Nice and balanced. Some junior officers can take care of the rest.
Smart choice. It's only that one spot you need armored too. The one the bullet hits.
Thank you for your cooperation, sir.
No problem. If you see that kid, thank him from Call Me Mañana. Thank him for showing me the way.
Effort said, any idea who killed the hanged man?
The mercenary, eh? Who could have killed him? That's indeed the question. Why even do such a thing?
The merc was hanged with a very specific type of cargo belt, one used in heavy transport areas. For example, harbors.
What a thought! Why would noble workers resort to such a thing? Unless they were pushed, of course.
I feel like you're trying to lead me here.
Your dead guy was an enemy combatant.
Hold up. What does that mean?
He was an agent of the opposition, attempting to undermine our honorable efforts.
Did you kill him?
I ain't the murdering type, but that's just me. Large organizations like our union have all sorts of men, with all sorts of skills.
He's not lying about not doing it himself.
Understood. This has been of limited use. Still, thank you.
No problem. I wish the best to you in your search. But I'm glad
Everard,
it's not my search.
Everard said you have a key to a door.
A key, huh? What door is this key supposed to open?
He said it belonged to I was hoping you could tell it me.
Of course. I got you. You don't know anything.
It's late. I'm older than you. Actually, no, I'm not. No one's older than you. But thanks for hanging out. Have a good night.
I got that key right here. And let me tell you, it's mighty good of you to help us out during the strike. Working class solidarity, as they say.
I heard something about a weasel, and it didn't sound like a local polar weasel, if you know what I mean. Wink. It's an opportunity. I took it. I'm a hustle grinder.
Polar weasel? Oh. I know what you mean. I'm pretty sure he's actually Occidental, though. So you're gonna be committing fratricide, my racist friend.
Wait, what? Wait, what?
What you're looking for is a basement door behind the greenhouse. That's behind the wailing in rags. That's all I know.
I
Our
wasn't-
organization is what you call compartmentalized. Means we keep out of each other's business.
I wasn't trying to be racist. I just don't know what words mean.
Okay, but where did you get the key from?
The janitor gave it to me. Nice fella. We talked about life and things that really, truly matter. None of this mess we're in. This jiving and juggling. What's it for? To feed our children, I guess.
Anything else I should know about this task? This weasel person? When he'll be home?
I'm more of a philosophical dock worker. I like to talk about the big picture stuff. Who I am, who you are, what we are fighting for.
That's not racist. That is ignorant. Which I am. I'm stupid.
He means he's not going to tell you, cause he doesn't know. But he will shoot his mouth off with you now that you're working for Everard.
Actually, do you know anything about the Hardy Boys?
Los Ardis? They're an independent militant group. A bit too high-strung, but it comes with the responsibility. They're sort of like you. Preserve the rule of law and all that. Except it's Everard's law. But really, they're just like you.
I don't like these implications. Where are you striking?
We're negotiating our share.
Your share?
Aye.
Wait, so not wages or pensions or...
This stuff. They already covered.
Shouldn't you be grateful then? It's a lot more than most people have.
Never grateful. Were we ever grateful, we'd have nothing. You fight for every piece.
How large a share would you like?
All of it. However, right now we want all the harbor workers to be on the company's board, so they could take part in the decision-making process.
This seditious talk sounds like communism. Just so we're on the same page, communism is basically wanting to kill the rich people or deporting them to a labor camp in southeast Grad. But don't say that out loud if you're a communist.
Are you a communist?
No. I don't think I'm a communist. Seeing something of value and saying I want it all to myself is a much older and simpler notion. No science to it at all. Even a weak child can think it. The only things holding someone back are I can't and I shouldn't.
But the stuff you do aligns admirably well with the World Republic. Why not just call yourself a communist?
I have nothing against communists. They are honorable boyaderos. And they have good analysis. But my own code serves me well. If my code starts failing, a code can fail a man as well as a man can fail a code, then I will have to submit to a new one, which may well be communism.
He knows who he is, firmly grounded, has no need to reinforce or elaborate his political identity to himself or others.
Sounds like you're a communist who thinks he isn't doing enough to call himself one.
See, I am primarily a lazy person.
Bossman, Everard, what can you tell me about him?
I think it's best you make up your own mind now that you've met him. In my eyes, he is a capable organizer and a decent businessman.
Why does bossing the union what does bossing the union entail anyway?
I guess you kind of get to be the village chief. He oversees the harbor, makes deals with the owners or other relevant parties, watches out for his own.
By that, you mean corruption?
By heavens, why would he not be corrupt? We live in a harsh and disordered world, see? And in this world, the old man is corrupt for our benefit, and we know it. Appreciate it even. He is, personally, not too lavish.
That does seem lavish to me.
He is reasonably lavish, sure. That's his prerogative. It's not like you want a saintly demeanor on a corrupt motherfucker. That would be a manipulative illusion. Besides, there are no non-corrupt systems in the world anyway, and moralism is the most corrupt of them all.
This man has political theory, and it has not failed him today.
You seem to have spent a lot of time thinking about the political situation.
Sure, I've had the necessary free time. Fortunately, there's always time.
The look in his brown eyes conjures up an understanding. For him, having command of his time is the most important thing. It all comes together now. The way he speaks about scabs, his general attitude. He's a follower of a 500-year-old Franco-Nigerian Boyadero code, itself an appropriation of Vespertine cool.
Oh, I get it now.
That of a noble peasant or a traveling herdsman. True to yourself, independent in your actions, loyal to your friends.
Maybe I'm a boyadero.
No,
I could.
no. The man sits on the railing, his hands reaching
Why is
far and
my-
wide.
Why is
Yet
my...
it feels as if he could, effortlessly, go even wider, if
What?
need be. An endless torrent of time.
Why is my brain so mean to me? I don't remember where I'm supposed to go open a door. You really just want it's enough. Finally locate one piece. Couldn't I? Couldn't move? For that one piece, couldn't I just take the boots? If some cans drop.
The tear machine stands in the corner. A sign says, "One bottle." Your bottles clunk into the machine, and the money appears with a satisfying.
Okay, once Kim's gone. Let's go harass the kid again.
Fuck does Kuno care?
Kuno, talk to him mañana.
So?
Projecting aggressive indifference. He told me you promised to sick the pigs on him. He said thank you. Wasn't too keen on chasing down that armor anyway. Said you're now the king of the entire Jamrock.
Fuck, okay. Kuno's a giver like that, yes?
He looks slightly confused.
Kuno sent your fat ass running around like jello.
Look, pig. Kuno sent you to rough some people up. Kuno played you. That happened. Now you and Kuno should move on.
I will remember this, Kuno.
You got fucked. You got fucked, pig. Fucked bad. Of course you're gonna remember this. Now get the fuck out of here, griefing the Kuno. After this shit, you better have something real interesting to say if you want to stay in Kuno's face.
Yeah, real interesting.
I found your shack.
You found Kuno's secret door to Kuno's secret shack. It was closed for 5,000 years. How the fuck did you get in?
Push the panels aside. Kuno, I phase shifted through the roofing materials.
Shit. Get the fuck out of here. You can't do that.
He can't do that, Kuno. He's trying to fuck at you again.
Pigs can't displace. Can't do that teleport shit.
He says to himself, then turns to you.
How did you like it in there, pig old boy? Kuno's got a lot of cool shit there, right?
What was with that pig head? I found a plate covered with powder or residue. Know anything about that?
That's where Kuno gets his daily hit of electric. Kuno Shazam. Kuno rides the fucking lightning in there, pig.
Bet you'd like to ride the lightning too, wouldn't you? You feel tired and old, but you could have that sparkle in your eyes.
What was with that pig head?
Oh, that? Kuno decapitates pigs. That's just a Kuno demo tape.
What? Were you trying to send me some demo tape, like a musician? Cool pig head. Like it. I got one too. This one. Point to your head. It's shit.
What?
What is this shit? Fucking on yourself. This is weird level shit. Kuno doesn't go there.
You get that and you flop embarrassingly at the box office.
Fuck
Oh,
your
the
shit
Shazam.
back to normal. What is this?
Well played. No one saw that coming.
What's with that tube of magnesium?
It's a vitamin, pig. Don't you know anything?
He looks at you like you just pointed at the sun and asked what it was.
You could use some.
It's magnesium, right?
Yeah, it's the mag. You fucking need that shit to stay on top of your game. Kuno goes through like a tube a day, rips mag like a motherfucker, and you could use a bottle.
Oh, don't teach him, Kuno. He's gonna use it against you, Kuno.
I know I rock it all the time.
You're not getting this, Pig. It completely takes away the hangover. It's like you didn't do anything. Like you stayed home playing with your choo-choo.
Fuck you, Pig. Don't do mag. You're gonna OD and you're gonna fucking die.
I've heard enough of this.
Good call, Pigmeister. Don't come and talk to Kuno about his kingdom.
Try it once more to figure him out. Find a way to connect with him.
What's going on is an ungovernable youth on your crime scene, throwing around incendiary language, trying to push your buttons. Like you don't have enough on your plate. You feel a sudden surge of self-pity coming on.
Kuno, you might have seen all kinds of things throwing stones. Want to help? Where's the Impusmara? Think you can turn the Kuno down for a moment? Let's talk like normal people.
Trying to fuck at the Kuno. Trying to fuck at me. Trying to fuck. Kuno only gets higher. It's faster, faster, faster. Can't take the Kuno. Stay out of the reactor.
Kuno gonna fuck you up. Up.
Normal is not what we got here. You've got to work with what you have for now.
Talked about the kingdom.
Kuno doesn't fucking care.
Hear that? Magnesium. That's what you're lacking. The lack of magnesium has you slouched.
So there's a lack of magnesium in me?
Yes, and it's critical. Look at yourself. You're practically devolving into a fish due to the lack of magnesium in your bloodstream.
You need to mag it up?
You need to get so magged up. You've probably had 2 heart attacks and a minor stroke already. And the only prescription is insane amounts of magnesium.
You're saying I need to become a magnesium-based life form?
Yes. If you want to live, you need to evolve. You need to transcend the carbon barrier. Go to the apothecary and buy insane amounts of magnesium. It will reverse the damage to your circulatory system.
What is that thought? Oh, what's this? Layoff season. The second business loves silence. Second loudest sound in the world, eclipsed only by the collective screams of market crash victims. So let me whisper to you, do you feel the veil of the sun god slipping? Are the better days gone? Are we entering bankruptcy? Is the company gonna go down and leave you in the gutter with the rest of the dredges? You have a bunch of options. Look, oh, I don't even have space for one. Wait, all of these are... Wow, I have a lot of thoughts. I didn't think that was possible. It is generally understood that everything above yeah. I noticed that. Wait, morning, little guy gets further and further away. See that above you, you've passed out the blue tile of the hostel. Even from this distance, you can see your eyelids flutter. At the mention of what? A great white object. Let's see, Mesozoian, indirect modes of taxation, the bow collector, 15 Indo tribe. I don't know, that's a lot to try to think of.
I've got nothing to say to you. Why are you wasting your time?
You'll want to have one of the ideological ones internalized. What are the ideological ones? Advanced race theory was the racist one, right? Fooled by the absurdity. There's something you can't get out of your head. Has Mazov, the father of scientific communism, premier of communists, beat a figure of this, shot himself in the mouth and died one day in his cabinet as things were collapsing around him? Just gave up? It's not good propaganda, is it? Be a communist, shoot yourself in the mouth? Something about that irks you. Revolutionary nationhood, indirect modes, and a secret fourth thing. They fuck this place. Ravishol is a ruins. The Koijkos and the Kips and the armatures with the desert pygmy magic. They fucked it. Okay, this one seems pretty racist. You have only a vague idea of what this means, but it's clear that a good, strong state must be erected upon the ruins. If any of us, you've already done the racist things, brother. Indirect modes of taxation. First, if you have a side bitch ideology cooking somewhere, don't sweat it. Fighting indirect taxation for the Gossamer state is comparable to all creeds. It's cool like that. You're a cool anarchist now, unless you don't want to be an anarchist. Whatever, stuff this meal ticket in your eye socket and let's see if you can steal some love back from the robber barons at the customs agency and the banditos in the Insulinadian Financial Oversight and Competition Committee. That sounded good, I think. You Lizzie, Elizabeth, Miss Beaufort.
I suggest not wasting time on trivial pleasantries and focusing on why you are actually here. Titus Hardy.
Even though she has excellent control over herself, something moved behind her eyes, in the way she stands, in her face.
Easy Leo told me about you. He likes you a lot.
You are not here to chat up the legal counsel. You are here to question these men.
Are you a Hardy girl?
I am not.
You could be Liz. You could be anything. You could even be a model.
Even a mod? Glenn, I went to law school. I am an attorney.
He's right. With a face like that, she could be on the cover of Le Debutante International.
Get a grip, Glenn. She went to law school.
So fucking what? Lots of models are actually really smart people, fuckwad.
No, Glenn, they aren't.
She's kind of a bitch.
This didn't change her opinion of you. It's not her. She's not a Hardy girl. Definitely.
I am not.
You could be Liz.
Even a mod?
He's right. The cold look in her eyes speaks louder than words. She is not amused. It's not her. She's not a Hardy girl. Definitely.
I thought she might like me calling her pretty.
Can I help you? Got the 20 real?
I have this giant novelty check. AC dagger in those eyes. Yes.
You must be kidding, right? Yeah, good one, officer. Real funny.
What's wrong with a large novelty check?
But this establishment only takes cash. Now, do you have that cash, Mr. Novelty?
Frit, near the gates. They'll exchange it.
Not yet.
Then why are you wasting my time? And yours?
Okay, fine.
Got the 20.
Fine.
Good. You got the room for the night, but...
Fuck off.
Oh, hello, dear. There.
I don't actually want to talk about cryptids anymore with her. It went on a little much.
You see a heavy steel door with the cobalt blue surface feels rough to touch. This old cobalt paint rough on the fingers. 40, 50 years since this was painted, maybe. It leads to a side building, adjacent to this one. The old building next to this, half ruined. The door does not budge.
Leave. What's this box? Ooh! Just steal it right in front of the guy.
The man ponders his cooking utensils and gives you a little nod, acknowledging your presence.
Leo said you're friends with Mañana, is that true?
The mention of Mañana gets his attention. He smiles and delivers a whole slew of unfamiliar words and lively gestures. Then he falls silent again.
So, borscht you're making pointed large pot.
The man says a couple of sentences in that strange language of his, and then seems to wait for you to speak.
Why is the inner voice racist?
I'm pretty sure he asked you a question. He doesn't know your language. You can just say something cool in return.
Mercury rising. Run your fingers through your hair.
Borscht need more vodka?
Because you've said racist things. Not, I didn't. Harry Dubois did.
Okay, so it's vodka that keeps the men happy and in good spirits. Clever move by the Union.
Of course, vodka. Now that makes a very, very special borscht indeed. Turn it up and then ask for some yourself.
The big guy who was blocking the path.
Turning it up seems like a dangerous idea, honestly. The place is a powder keg.
Yes, nod and turn your fingers clockwise. Turn the vodka up. No, vodka, turn your finger. I'll leave the cooking. I have business. Turn it up.
He smiles, nodding vigorously, then pours half a bottle of vodka into the pot. With a whistle, he stirs the brew.
Well, I didn't internalize him because I am not racist. Here's a basic racist. Garashi, could I have some of that brew?
He smiles and nods enthusiastically, and, chattering away in his language, ladles some brew into a small thermal cup, then hands it to you.
Revshul initiative. Get some. I don't need anything else. Stay masculine. He's not even up to advanced theory yet. Well, that's because he's dumb. +1 physique. How do I?
Well, hello. Someone seems to have found himself a bottle of alcohol. Here's where the magic happens. Light reflects off the thermal cup. The borscht may not look like much, but doubtless it'll get the job done. Better pop it open before it gets cold. Wow, the gods of mass production have made this alcohol container laughably easy to open. A child could have done it.
Open the bottle.
There's a satisfying pop as the cap comes off, and the hair on your back rises like an army at attention. You've been here before. Welcome back, detective. You're home now.
What will be the repercussions if I take that sip?
Nothing. Some mental stuff. Nothing to be worried about. Physically, you'll be strong as an ox.
I mean, that doesn't sound bad. Take a sip.
A golden sun melts down your throat. Its rays filling your nostrils with sunshine. Your stomach melts from it into a happy, gooey mess. So does your mind. All the bad things are melting. You're you again. A real cop. A real detective. Incredibly well done.
Better mag it up.
In the bottom right corner of the screen, there's an alcohol button. Alcohol gives +1 to physique skills. Physical instrument, half light, electrochemistry, endurance, pain threshold, and shivers. This is good before rolling a white check, but damages your morale. And remember,
From the void we came, and to the void we must return.
But I also, if you want to go to drinking mission hood, well, I'm fine being a drunk. I don't want to be a racist drunk. There was. Look. Oh, hold on, what was that red? The book appears to be erotica, but without actual. What book? Her?
The woman before you.
What's the point of erotica without the erotica? Those are just words then. I think I needed to talk to this lady for something, didn't I? But erotic words, but then
Yes.
it's erotica. Open apartment for Everard. You have the key. The door is behind the greenhouse in the yard. A basement door. Nothing. All right, let's go be awful people. Let's kill her too.
Try to sneak.
Like Kuno. Without her, I think Kuno would be all right. I feel like we could find common ground. Not in here. Okay. I'm walking around with alcohol and an empty bag.
This must be it. The basement door is weather-worn. The copper nails holding the upholstery in place have turned green from sea air, and there's a knocker shaped like a lion's head.
Press your ear against the door.
The leather upholstery is worn and rough against your jaw. You don't hear any movement. In fact, it's oddly silent in the yard around you. No birds chirp.
Carefully knock.
You knock silently. The upholstery muffles the sound. No response comes from the apartment.
I guess no one is in.
What is your opinion on the task we're undertaking?
Let's be honest. This isn't what I joined the RCM for, but every day tells you something new about yourself.
How about we just keep an eye on it and make sure nothing bad happens?
Apparently, working with the local union boss to get info on an investigation is not something I'm squeamish about.
So you don't mind if I unlock the door?
I mind that the local thug is using the RCM for his busy work. But if this gets us to the bottom of this hanging, then I'm willing to look over it. On the other hand, we could just leave and tell Everard we opened the door. No one seems to be tailing us to see if we actually did it.
Lie to Everard, that's also an option?
Yes. Presenting a fabrication is known to get results here and there. You took this task. You make the call.
The door is right here. You can just open it and be done with this. I don't know. You're a pretty good liar. Are you as good an infiltrator as you are a liar?
I don't feel like I'm gonna get away with that lie.
You try to be as silent as you can. It takes a bit of rattling of the handle to loosen the bolt. Finally, the door unlocks with a small clack. Thoughts race through your head. There might be important information in the apartment. I mean, there might. As you hold the open door, you can feel the air moving. A little draft, a whistle. Master Investigator, you just can't keep yourself away from locked and hidden places, can you?
What do you mean?
Nothing, nothing. You're right. Get in there. Deep. Invade every personal space. Break every lock.
It's my duty as a cop to investigate every square inch of this world.
Attaboy, the world's secrets were made for you. They wait patiently for you to uncover them.
Small suitcase full of clothes. Guests are staying over. Book titled The Hidden World of Walking Sticks lies open. You can almost feel the warmth of the red sun on the flag.
This is the flag of Revachol, the suzerainty.
What's with that sun?
This isn't just one sun, but there are little suns dancing around the big sun. This is the sevenfold sun miracle.
This is another racist thing, isn't it? What's the sevenfold sun miracle?
It's an optical atmospheric anomaly the first settlers saw. Happens in cold weather. 6 small suns around the big one. This complex halo phenomena is how old Revachol got its flag.
Lieutenant, the old flag of suzerain.
Mm-hmm. The tenant is an old-fashioned guy.
It's another racism thing.
By old-fashioned, he means very right-wing.
Bow down before the flag. Don't bow to the flag.
The flag doesn't seem to mind. It's just a colorful fabric with a sun sewn onto it. Like all feudal flags, it looks like a children's drawing.
Oh, did I not pick up the thought? Take some clothing. Whoever lives here admires fair-haired fantasy heroes with big muscles. Who doesn't?
A row of mugs sits on the shelf. Each one depicts a human figure. A dark-skinned woman grinning amidst mysterious symbols. A broad-shouldered man shoveling potatoes, and others.
We found the racist mug owner. Tap on the mugs.
A little ring. Though cheerful, the images on the ceramic make you vaguely uncomfortable. There's something disdainful in the way the curves and lines of the bodies were drawn.
What do I mean uncomfortable?
It looks like the artist is celebrating diversity, but underneath, he's just making fun of these people.
Cynical, slippery bastard.
You ain't gonna change someone's mind by calling them a bastard. The lieutenant picks up one of the mugs, then puts it back down with a look of disdain.
I'm beginning to feel better about breaking into this man's apartment.
Whip out your yellow man mug and compare.
Yes, your broken mug friend would feel very much at home here. The same humor, the same mocking lines.
There's the missing tin soldier. Whoever lives here might have used the Whirling's container to dump his trash. And now they've drawn the ire of the Union. The plot thickens, as they say.
An interesting little clue. Let's see where this goes. Clues have a way of magically connecting to other clues down the road. Perhaps you should break into apartments more often.
Do you really think it's the same people who put the same person who put the dead man's clothes in the trash?
Who knows? I'm not expecting too much from this clothes in the trash lead either way. It might turn out to be some random local matter. but still, a nice coincidence.
You could ask Everard who this person is once you're done here.
Move on from the mugs. Smell of disinfectant in the room. Smells like chemicals. Okay, well, yeah, I'm with Kim. I don't feel bad knowing that he owns racist mugs. I also stole some of his clothes. +1 logic. I feel like I need that. +1. Oh, drama. I have no from items. Inland Empire -1 perception. Oh, I want to go. Will you give me my gun back now? Because that would make me feel a lot better if I had my gun. Especially my loaded gun. Also, maybe I can trade in that comically large check.
Is this about the questions again? Because I don't really know anything.
And neither do I. I need to exchange this novelty check for cash. Give her the novelty check for 25 real.
Wow. I didn't know you worked for the union, sir.
She rolls up the giant novelty check. Looks like she's seen it before. And slips it under the counter.
Anything else I can do for you?
No, you don't work for the Union. The Union works for you by supplying you with cash.
Exactly.
That was easy. Worryingly so. Blow the whole thing on speed and gin. Right now. Speed and gin. Great combo. Ask some local dealers, maybe.
I thought maybe her thinking I worked for the union might get her to like me.
Hola, Wandering Man. How can I help you?
That weasel I visited, turns out he has one hell of a colonial mug collection.
Yeah, the janitor who gave me the key to his apartment said the guy's a bit of an asshole.
See how we're all busy concentrating on the racist mugs? That's what the ruling class wants.
Yeah, it would be really bad if we got into an argument about it. Waste of a good noon. Or afternoon. Or night. Anyway, thanks for helping out, friend.
Oh wait, it's a bit of a... I forgot how far it was. Back to the office. Oh boy, 2110.
Mr. Dubois, every worker...
Is a member of the board.
That's right, Mr. Dubois. I see the socialist democratic fervor now burns in your heart, too. How can I help you today?
I opened the door you asked me to. Can we discuss the murder? Remember the container I asked you about? Turns out there's a mega-rich light-bending guy inside.
Mega-rich light-bending guy? Oh my god. How did that get in there?
Slime like him must have oozed in through the cracks.
Damn it to hell, Harry. I specifically told my guys to check all the containers for mega-rich light-bending guys.
Kim, tell him he was there.
There was a guy in the container. But he didn't bend any light. That was in the detective's head.
Honestly, guys, we might be moving all kinds of suspicious things through this harbor, but I won't be caught transporting the light-bending mega-rich. I have a reputation to protect.
The mega-rich are people too. He was a nice man. Give me stock tips. As the transportation of mega-rich should be more tightly regulated. Didn't seem like he was safe. You should be honored.
You're a fucking idiot, Harry. I love it. Thank you for sharing this deep, idiotic part of yourself with me. A hallucinating market liberal. I love it. So poetic. I shudder to think what you're going to tell me next, Harry.
Not for 1 second did he believe there's an actual mega-rich person somewhere in his container town.
Open the... I did it, Everett. I made it even shadier.
What?
The brew. The shady brew.
Oh, how could I forget your little side project? Well done, Harry. Well done. Don't even tell me what it was. But good job. I love it when workers take the initiative like this.
So do I. That's one tasty brew. You should drink some right now, if you can.
Open the door. You asked me to. Can we discuss the murder now?
I'm very glad to hear that, Harry. One question. You didn't actually happen to stumble in and see what's inside the apartment, did you?
Yes.
He's trying to figure out if you're lying.
I did go in. He had a glorious flag of Revachol the Suzerain on his wall. I may have gone inside and seen a collection of racist mugs.
Just as I thought. Culturally antiquated mug collection. What a weasel. Pissing on Everart's Rainbow Coalition.
He was testing you, and you succeeded.
Now let's get down to brass tacks. It's time for men like me and you to figure out who's killed who and why. Real police work is gonna start happening now. I promise you, Harry, this is gonna be good.
Mug collection I mentioned was in the apartment. I found a similar mug in the trash. With the hanged man's clothes, I heard about a connection between the lynching and the strike.
Racist mugs in the trash and in the apartment? You guys are just light years ahead of me. I have so much confidence in the ability of your organization. I'm relieved you're doing this and leaving me to do what I do best. Helping people. With the power of politics.
Yes. Do you think this weasel is somehow connected to the murder?
Oh, no. I don't cross paths like that. All I want is for you to succeed in your investigation. I would never complicate things for you.
Oddly, it seems to be true.
But the weasel might have cleaned up after the killers.
Believe me, Harry, he's a nobody. Just your basement variety nobody. Can't imagine him being connected to a high-caliber case like this. But he does live nearby. Maybe it's a pedantic weasel. Fascists are neat freaks. If you don't mind me saying so. I feel like a real detective right now, Harry. Am I getting this right?
Great technique. You'd make a great sergeant. It's more to police work than whacking an imaginary baton. Great.
Would he? I'm not so sure about it.
I'm trying to butter him up.
Oh, you're too kind, Harry. Way too kind. I know I'm not a real police officer. You are.
I heard about a connection between the lynching and the strike. I'd like to hear what you know about it.
By now, I'm sure you've figured out who the dead man was working for. The bad guys. Wild Pines. Sent to scare us. Another violent measure of the top hats against us flatcaps.
I'm listening.
Harry, this strike is the culmination of many mistakes made by the Wild Pines group. They tried to shut the strike down by sending in armed mercenaries.
You mean our victim?
A security contractor? Can you imagine that? Workers standing in peaceful protest, united in the spirit of fellowship, and they send hired killers to mow us down with machine gun fire?
He performs a motion as if spraying bullets from a machine gun.
I'm talking beasts. Hardened killers from proxy wars in Yisut, Semenine, Saramoritsa, you name it, they've done it. Raping, killing, burning villages, killing little children for the Senorita Pineapple Company, Harry. Everything they did there, they brought over here. They want to turn Revachol into a third world slum. Honestly, the only thing they didn't do is kill the village elephant.
Hold on, you have a village elephant?
No, Harry, the elephant is metaphorical and so is the village, but the mercs and their brutality are very real.
Go on.
Now, I haven't personally witnessed the brutalities out there. I have the luxury of staying in my container, you see. If I need to go somewhere, they just move my container.
Wait, they moved the container?
Yes, I'm an old man, Harry. My legs aren't what they used to be. They lift my office with that big crane. It's actually very fun. You should try it.
Can
But
I?
enough about me and my fun container. The killers the company hired, I think there were 3 of them, all hardened commando types. One of them got downright suicidal, getting drunk, violent, a little rapey. Even their own negotiator couldn't control him. That's your boy, the one who likes hanging out and trees.
By negotiator, you mean Joyce?
Harry, what you need to realize is, we dock workers are not pushovers.
I don't appreciate your disrespect of my partner.
We got grit, Harry. This whole neighborhood does. Push us hard enough and we push back. And when we do, we push to kill.
Wait, the whole neighborhood isn't on it?
Potentially, Harry, potentially. We got arm wrestling champions, rowing club people, ex-coal miners, tough guys, all ready to spring into action for their home base.
Who exactly did the pushing?
There's a militant wing inside the Union. A group of people whose duties don't involve manual labor, but peacekeeping in the neighborhood, making sure everything runs smoothly.
That sounds a bit like organized crime.
They're like you guys. Idealistic people who want to make sure bad things don't happen. And if they already have, well, punishment must follow.
Again, that sounds like organized crime.
So these idealists killed our victim?
One day Titus Hardy, leader of this peacekeeping faction, comes up to me and says, "Boss, socialist democratic fervor drove us to take it upon ourselves to kill this beast that was burdening the land." He probably worded it differently, but that was the idea. Sure sounded to me like they killed him. I gave them 2 weeks paid leave and told them to lay low to avoid retaliation.
Aren't you worried we might arrest them for this?
Oh, I'm not at all worried about that. These are not the kind of men who get arrested. They're Martinez boys, tough and gritty. I'd like to see the man who takes them in. Besides, I sent my lawyer girl to look after them.
He places a lot of faith in that lawyer girl. Perhaps this is a tactical error? Anyway.
You know... Oh, I just realized how late it is. Let's conclude for now.
I don't know what happened, Harry. I wanted you to feel like Mr. Martinez. And of course, I also wanted you to find your gun. But it's like I can't completely trust you. Yet. Yes, Harry. It's like I can't fully trust you if you're not a man of the left. I want to, but I just can't.
A man of the left. So you have to be a social democrat.
I'm not a man of the left. I'm a patriot of Russia. You're right not to trust me. I take care of me. I'm a hustler. I grind. I'm a money engineer. That's supposed to mean I'm more left than you are. There's another corrupt scheme, isn't it?
You're saying it, but I don't believe you. You know how it is. Company snitches, agent provocateurs everywhere. I'm barricaded in this fortress of mine, and I need to get a message out. Will you help me?
And what would this entail?
Once again, I require nothing unethical or illegal of you. You just need to get 2 little signatures on this piece of paper, and then mail it to my accountant in La Delta.
Tim, what do you think of this?
Depends. I don't think what we just got from Mr. Clare was very useful.
But, he thinks, it's your call.
As I said, it weighs on me heavily. But once we get really talking, well, I'm going to hand you the keys to Martinez. and maybe even help you figure out who's behind this killing.
He's saying as little as possible, as vaguely as he can.
What are the
deliberately omitting things.
What are the signatures for?
I'm glad you asked, Harry. The Union is going to build a modern youth centre in Martinez. It will be righteous. We're gonna get those teenagers off drugs and on roller skates. There's a nameless little street on the coast with some old houses around it. Most people have already signed. I just need 2 more signatures to get this mission off the ground, Harry.
Where is this place exactly?
On the coast, Harry, across the canal. There's a cul-de-sac there, a little village they're calling it. A gloomy place. You'll find it. I trust your detective skills, Harry.
Water drips from the eaves. A woman looks at her freshly tarred skiff. There's a pair of cavalry boots under the fish in the box, and the wind howls like a vicious spirit.
What will happen to the current occupants?
They are just gonna have to deal with the construction noise for 6 months, and then they'll be living like kings. Right next to a fancy new youth centre, designed by the best architects from Stella Marie.
Is he absolutely sure the tenants won't be thrown out in the street?
Are you 100% sure no one's going to end up homeless?
Am I? Harry, these people, Martinez is the most important thing in my life. I would never let anything bad happen to them. We're gonna build a youth centre there. The value of their properties goes up and kids have a place to play in. I'm looking out for these people, not pulling the rug from under them, Harry. I'm looking out for all of Martinez, not just the harbour.
And if I happen to be there, I can ask them.
You bring joy to my heart, Harry. Such a pleasure to be working with you. Here.
He hands you an open white envelope.
You need to get signatures from Isabel Sadie and Lillian Carter. The cul-de-sac is right past the pawn shop and across the canal. I hear there is some trouble with the waterlock, but they should fix it by Wednesday morning. Once you have the signatures, mail this to 13022 La Rocca in La Delta. Then I'll know you're a solid socialist.
He runs his finger through his thin hair. I'm gonna leave now, but we might talk
See
again
you
later.
soon, Debardeur. Just kidding, but not too much.
What's this? We're getting reports of normal, reasonable, temperate, political opinions somewhere in Martinez.
That's me, Mr. Reasonable. Someone's got to keep it sane around here.
The air suddenly feels calmer, more transparent in a strangely tender way. Perhaps it's the hangover. Perhaps it's a temporary surge of serotonin. But something tells you it's time to become a citizen of the Kingdom of Conscience.
First, where is the Kingdom of Conscience?
It is not a place. It is a moment in time that can only arise in the right circumstances. In all of human history, it's only been achieved a handful of times.
How do you bring about those circumstances?
Incrementally. Yawn. You'd get there faster with a little speed. Speaking of, when are you going to get on that, bub? History's greatest catastrophes have been brought about by people trying to make the world a better place. Too quickly. That's the genius of Dolores Day. She recognized that progress is meaningless if its gains are lost because of instability. Real, lasting change can only come about gradually.
But what about the things that are wrong now?
Tisk tisk. Just because you live in the present doesn't mean you have the right to place your needs above the needs of the future. You may never live to see the Kingdom of Conscience. Your children may not. Even your grandchildren might not. But that's no excuse not to keep working. What rationality? What sang-froid? What a fucking joke.
Wait, is the Kingdom of Conscience really about doing things, or just preserving the status quo?
Do you believe the status quo is preferable to chaos and bloodshed?
Yes.
There you have it. Sometimes holding the line is progress.
Okay, but what's the Kingdom of Consciousness actually like?
The kingdom is difficult to comprehend, and even more difficult to describe. Partly because humanity will need to discard many of the categories that define and limit it today. The Kingdom of Conscience is post-capitalist, post-national. It's also post-industrial, post-ideological, and even post-sexual.
Sounds really boring. That seems fine. I want to live in the present, though. Sounds incredible. Alonzi, let's go there right now.
Slow down, Mr. Reasonable. Did you miss the part about compromising and taking things slow?
Oh, right. Then let's get there. Eventually?
That's right. Remember, real democracy is just around the corner for Revachol. When that real democracy kicks in, a long time from now, we are all going to be so much happier.
I mean, the way I figure it, like, it doesn't really matter. I can just ignore it if I don't want it. But anyway, it's been long. Let's get over here. Let me go to the game. Confirm. I don't know. I feel like tonight was eventful. Meeting up with what's his face, the weird fat guy, who's probably using me and is actually a terrible person. Not so secretly. But we'll see. We'll see what happens. You got another bribe. It was not a bribe. I'm doing my job. Trying to be a good cop and solve mysteries. Anyway, yeah. I'm back now. I will be on tomorrow. I probably won't be back on Sunday because I'm doing something. I might even be home in time, but I might not. I might not be up for streaming. But we are making progress. Imagine doing something. I know it's disgusting. But at least I'm doing it alone, because I have no one to do it with, because that's where my life is these days. And on a real low note, a relatable note. But yeah, hopefully I will see you guys on tomorrow for more Disco Elysium. We're gonna go to bed soon. Maybe I can go steal those boots finally. But yeah, have a good night. I will hopefully see you tomorrow, y'all. See ya.